We ignored all the warnings, forgot the lessons, we abused our power. We played with genetics like it was a toy. We weren't careful. And now, here we are. This is a very different world.
Jurassic World Evolution 2 is finally officially announced. Rumors had it the whole week already, month already, that there will be a second part, and today we are finally here. Just around the time of Prehistoric Kingdom, of craving for updates for Planet Zoo, there is this announcement of Jurassic World Evolution 2, the predecessor of Jurassic World Evolution, which was eventually the first major step into a kind of Jurassic located park builder game by Frontier Developments, and now this is the second game, and of course many people have a lot of expectations towards that game. We will have a lot of screenshots to look at, but first of all we are going to go really quickly through that pre-rendered trailer, as this down here just indicates, and this is especially important because many people forget that these trailers most likely not really have that much to do with the final game, as you can tell from the launch trailer of the Jurassic World Evolution 1. If you guys have seen that one, you know that there's not that much to get out, at least not visually and how the game plays, but at least you can see content-wise pretty clearly what this has. So let's hit play for a little second, and first things first, you can see over here, and this is pretty neat indeed, this is something that can fly, and this is most likely a Pteranodon, but first of all, for that video, please don't hate me, I will potentially make a lot of mistakes when it comes to all these animals. I'm unfortunately not yet that much of an expert when it comes to all of the dinosaurs. I know some, but I don't know all of them for sure, so please be a little bit nice with me, okay? I will learn, I'm ready to learn, I need you to learn, or to help me learn more, but I think that's a Pteranodon. Anyways, you can see this taken off over here, and we know this animal, we have had it at a later stage of Jurassic World Evolution 1. And over here you have this wonderful scene, of course, with like the ranger car, and this looks to be not on an island anymore. This looks to be on a continental area, and we have a Triceratops over here. We have a Stegosaurus, I guess, somewhere in here as well, at least what you can see over here. I don't know, that dude over here, we will definitely get a glimpse of that one as well, and this most likely is one of those flying animals. And wait a second over here, so this is the first little glance we have. So this is most definitely in the continental world. You can see there are some, some snowy mountains over here, which I guess could be, somewhere located in the United States, like Rocky Mountains maybe. I have no clue if so or not, but that's just me guessing. And some of the pretty typical Jurassic World styled facility buildings over here. That one looks to be, I don't know, I just don't know what that one is. This looks to be like some kind of a electricity tower. This is definitely like a generator or whatever. So pretty clearly we've got like roads. These are actual roads, this looks not like a pathway or something. This is most likely like a road. We've got the fence, steel fence over here, or like this one, and then we do have like a bird cage, and this one is obviously broken, which is very reminiscent of what we know from Jurassic World Evolution 1. And then we do have some Brachiosaurus. Is this like the Brachiosaurus? This is definitely Brachiosaurus. Looking through down here, chewing some of the trees, which, well, hopefully we will see that finally, that they can eat from trees rather than only from the feeders. But again, this is just something that we can't really tell too much from this trailer. And then we just move on over here, and then we have like this forest here area. And again, many things that we can tell from over here is that this is playing in the real world. And of course, you know, for those of you, I think it's obvious, but for those of you who don't know, this is obviously very close to Jurassic World Dominion, which is going to be the third movie in the Jurassic World genre. And this plays most likely in the real world rather than on an island, not Isla Sorna, not Isla Nublar. It is going to be in the real world. And you can see over here, we do have one of those, which one is that one? I forgot it again. And we've got a lot of dinosaurs roaming around, and technically, and this is what I find very interesting, we know which animals we do have from Jurassic World, the movies, which broke free from the mansion into the real world. But since a lot of these animals got purchased by different people all around the world, including the gene splicing and stuff like that, it is possible that we do have also different species roaming around, and not only those we already knew. So we will see a lot of new animals that we haven't had in here, and you've seen just Rexy's food just popping down, and this is what most people get hyped for. I'm quite sure that this is the one thing that everyone wanted to see. This is the Mosasaurus in the water, so we finally have something in the water, something in the air, and something on the ground. So we've got everything what people wanted desperately. So we have diving animals. We've seen a million mods recently of Jurassic World having Mosasaurus brought into the game in various ways, but obviously it's not the same as if it is baked into the game per default, and this is definitely happening. So people get ready for some hype. We are going to see some Mosasaurus in the game. We don't know yet how exactly that will play out, because we know all obviously that the Mosasaurus from the movie broke free, which it didn't really get more than a cameo in Jurassic World 2, but that was like one of the weirdest hypes ever, right? You see that once in the trailer where it swims like through this wave ready to chew some people, and then it just doesn't make any appearance in the movie at all. But yeah, maybe we see that in the new one, who knows. But this one is swimming over here. That looks so gorgeous. And then what we wanted to know, coming 2021 already, which is interesting because the movie is coming next year. So that is interesting, and I can see over here it is going to come to Steam, PS5, PS4, Epic Game Store, Xbox X Series, and Xbox One. So that is pretty much everywhere. And then later on it's going to be on, I'm not sure, but later on it might also come for the Switch again. Who knows? But this is going to happen, and we are all pretty happy about this. So, very cool stuff. And now let's jump over to the screenshots, because I think the screenshots are also something that you guys are interested in. So let's start right off with the first one, and this is the Amargasaurus. As you can see over here, again, I need that help from the game actually. Let me put that into full screen as well, so we have a better look at that animal. So this is, it is Jurassic World style, but there is something in here that I want to highlight, and especially because this is something that people wanted to see, and I want to stress this picture a lot because I know my foliage. Okay, so I have played Planet Coaster, I have played Planet Zoo, and trust me when I say I know my foliage, I know my foliage. I know this bush over here, I know this bush, I like the tree thingy over here, and I know also these kind of things. These things do not look like brushes. These things look like potentially individual pieces that you can place down. Why am I stressing it so much? Well, because everyone, including me, of course, were a little bit disappointed by the customization options in Jurassic World Evolution 1. We only had like a forest tool and a water tool, but we could not put down individual pieces until a later stage where we got some items. But now it really seems to borrow some more assets from the Planet series, which is more than great to see. And this looks really like as if you can put these things down. I really do hope that I'm not wrong, but these look extremely familiar. And I will also make another video tomorrow in which I'm going to compare those things a lot more in detail. I'm going to show you exactly all of these things next to each other so you guys can see what I mean. But that is very, very, very positive. You also can see a rock in the background here. And if we go a little bit further, we can see a lot more stuff in here, and trust me when I say this doesn't really look so much like as in a brush tool, and this one looks a little more individual. I know it is way too early to tell, but I'm very, 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 hopeful at this point that, Frontier took the right decision and baked a little bit more of these customizability into the game, because we know how much people want to build stuff that is individual and they want to make great habitats. And, if it wasn't for the first one, you have seen that with Prehistoric Kingdom, how people got crazy about all these tools. So, maybe they go the same route and have a brush tool, but you can also choose the different items individually. That would be very, very nice. But, maybe we see more in the coming weeks, and then we can finally all board the hype train. I'm just trying to be a little more relaxed and calm at this point until we know further, but I'm very positive. Let's go on to the next one. This is the Brachiosaurus. I mean, not more to tell. We had this already in the first game, so it's not really a new one, but that one is a new one. This is the COELOPHYSIS. I have no clue how to pronounce that one, but again, look at all that different foliage. Look at these trees. We have no idea which kind of tree that is. Mike, I need your help. What tree is that? These things look like a bigger compy. Not gonna lie, this is like a bigger version of the compy. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm trying to get there, but I'm not. Very interesting, and of course this looks very cool, like moving in a pack and stuff. You've got another shot of that one. Really cool, to be honest. It looks like taken with Ansel again, so Ansel support more or less confirmed, but that's nothing surprising. That's just like a thing. And this plant over here to the right hand side, again, something I do know, including these things. Again, I will come to this tomorrow. We will have a very specific look to that. It's going to be very interesting for all of you. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am. Let's move forward to the next picture, because that one is a little bit more interesting, since that is actual gameplay. This is, or like not gameplay, but that's taken from the game and not from pre-rendered footage. And you can see in this image that we do have a little bit of a station. It looks like an outpost, which almost has like a little bit of a test. It looks like a little bit, let me zoom in a little, like a testing area. We can see, I think these are, Triceratops in there. I'm not really too sure if that's a Triceratops or maybe another one. Kind of these herbivores definitely in that like testing rig. We do have kind of a helicopter pod, two of which is like I think that's like a ranger station over here. I guess that could be like maybe this is like a research station of some kind. This could be like a water or some supply. I'm not really sure, and that looks like a generator, and then we have like energy going on around. So a lot of familiar things. We can see a path tool, which is very much yeah, it looks like a road rather than a path tool, but it, I don't want to stress this too much yet, but it does not really look as if it's gonna be completely new and redesigned, but we will see about that. Let's move on to the next picture, and that is our friend the Mosasaurus, and I guess maybe this is the Mosasaurus over here as well. Would make sense, I guess, because could be even in the same area. Not sure what's going on with the texture here. This looks very, very Jurassic World-ish, very high quality. That one, maybe that's just the picture, but it looks still very good. Not gonna lie, it's looking very good. And then, of course, we have the Pteranodon, and yeah, from this picture alone, we can see some things, some things. So this, of course, seems like a new aviary kind of thing. I'm not sure if that's the same as this one over here. If so, why would you have two in here? Maybe because you've got two different animals, two different dinosaurs, who knows? And then if we go a little bit closer and peek into the background, you can see this one over here looks like kind of a gallery of some kind. Maybe there is some water down here. You never know if so. And then if we move over, you can see the pretty much like arcade buildings, and not really, this is like a burger shot or something. I can definitely clearly tell that this is like a burger. So it goes a little bit back into the Jurassic World thing. You can see this is definitely the research center. So the standard one that you do know, maybe it has some design upgrades, but most of which it looks the same. And again, I would bet that most of the trees are now individually placed, and I can't really tell that much more. I haven't seen any benches. This definitely looks like a bowling center. So we do seem to have like the same building, so no piece by piece building. indicated or whatnot, but you never know. If we go further, I say this is the foliage at least seems to be piece by piece. At least this is something very positive. I don't want to confirm this yet because I have no idea. Also, I like this new electricity fence. This looks a little bit better. It kind of looks like a merge between Jurassic Park and Jurassic World style, which I like. And yeah, of course, this map over here looks like a little bit Grand Canyon-ish, so really nice indeed. This is back again by the mountainside. Again, it could be anything. It could be whatever, in like, I don't know, could be like a Northern American style, but also could be Europe, you know. But from the foliage, I would definitely say it's a Northern Europe, Northern America, sorry, but you know, that's what I guess. And then we can see some people in the background, too far away to tell anything. I can't really tell. I think there are no benches or anything else, no lampposts, no bins, which is kind of a little bit of a downer, but again, this is very early on, so you never know if this is just like a half-baked building. You know, all these kind of things just slapped next to each other could be just like a test park to make kind of screenshots or whatnot, and have the center in the middle. So I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go too much into it yet, as I'm not knowing too much right now. We do have the Hammond Creation Center in the back where you can get the dinosaurs. We've got some gyrosphere doors here in the background, so all these kind of things. And we have like, the more I look at it, it looks almost like modular. Maybe these things are somewhat modular, I don't know, as if you can make them bigger or smaller, because some of those looked smaller or bigger, you never know. And then of course we have got our Rexy here, a wonderful Rexy model, a very interesting fence that looks like the very heavy fence, a very neat design. I quite like that one also, how it just tilts towards the top here. Let's move one further. There we have the Triceratops, which got a crazy pattern upgrade. I like that. It's almost like a military pattern, really nice. I like that one. Very detailed gate over here, and again this new electricity fence, very nice. A nice design. Got another shot of that one, which again has the gyrosphere entrance here with like a gate baked into it. I quite like it. And again, we do have quite a lot of things in here which look more likely to be individually placed, or at least that we have a bit more variation in the brush. We can see clearly a lot more different foliage, which I like a lot. And yeah, that's it already with all the screenshots that we do have. There's not really that much more. The only thing I can still open is the key art, which is that one over here, but it just doesn't tell us any more information than we already had from the way more interesting and juicy screenshots, but I just want to leave it here just because it's a very nice key art. But you see all the dinosaurs that we have already talked about. You see all the buildings, but again, this picture really doesn't tell anything for the game for us, so I just included it because to be complete, but that is about it. I hope you liked this very first glance at this announcement, and again, I will make a very much focused and interesting, hopefully, comparison video tomorrow, so stick to the channel if you want to see that, in case you are new and you are here for some content like this and Jurassic World Evolution 2 in the future. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to, and if not, that's also fine, but leave a like if you like the video anyways. And now I wish you all a wonderful evening, wonderful morning, wonderful day, whatever time you're watching this video. Stay safe everyone, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye.